stage. It's not, always the same case. So please like and share and subscribe to this channel. By liking and subscribing, you're liking the story, and that we want justice done for this little girl. I believe it's a girl anyway. She's 5 years old. There's too many children that go missing. There really, really is. So this child needs a voice. So by hitting that like and subscribe and share, you're giving that little child a voice. So let me play this for you. I'll enlarge the screen.
With breaking news out of South St. Louis County. St. Louis County police tell us a 5-year-old girl has been kidnapped in Afton, and that young child is still missing as we speak. An Amber Alert has been put out, which many of you have likely heard on your phones. We have Fox 2's Chris Renier live in Afton, where he's been speaking with authorities. Chris?
Calista, we are on the 5900 block of New Hampshire Avenue, just off Gravois here in Afton. You can see St. Louis County Police have the area behind us here taped off. One of their crime scene vans has shown up here as they continue to process this area. This is where authorities say the abduction happened earlier this morning. Here are the details police are giving us about this missing child at this hour. She is identified as 5-year-old Elise Dawson. Police tell us she is a young African-American girl, 2 feet 6 inches tall, weighing 60 pounds. She was last seen wearing a pink Flower Power shirt and blue shorts. We're told she had 4 ponytails in her hair at the time she was taken. Police do not yet have a picture of Elise. St. Louis County Police spokesperson Vera Clay says the young girl had been staying with a family member at these apartments.
You will see a picture on the next one. Like I said, I don't think anything's good's going to come out of this. I had it in my feeling in my bones last night when I first heard of this news.
For only a few weeks, and police have simply not been able to yet get a picture of her. They are working on that urgently, as you might imagine. Our drone was above the scene here earlier this morning. This all went down just before 8 a.m. Clay tells us Elise was put inside of a running Jeep Renegade SUV. Then the adult she was with went back inside the apartment here. When that person came back outside, the Jeep and the child were gone. Police believe the SUV was stolen with Elise inside of it. Not long after that, county police arrived here and taped off the area, and the investigation began to develop. That Jeep Renegade was found not long after it disappeared at the Matterford Garden Apartments not far from here. But so far, there has been no sign of little Elise. Clay says county police are doing everything they can to find the child, searching on the ground, in the air with a helicopter, and also utilizing social media as well.
Resources that we have available right now to locate this child is what we're utilizing at this point. Because there is no photo of this child, what we need is anyone seeing anything suspicious, any child with these clothes on, anything that seems out of the ordinary. We really have no idea where this child is or who they are with at this time. So we need the public to call 911 if you see anything. We are utilizing our social media channels for this, but be sure to call 911 if you have any information. Don't leave tips and comments on those channels. What we want you to do is see the information, share the information, and then call 911 if you have any information about where this child is or who they may even be with.
This is clearly a very urgent situation as this time goes by. Here now are the details again on this missing child. She is 5-year-old Elise Dawson, African-American, 2 feet 6 inches tall, weighing 60 pounds. She was wearing blue shorts and a pink Flower Power shirt. She also had 4 ponytails in her hair, as you heard Clay say there. Call 911 right away if you have any information about this little girl. For now, live in Afton, Chris Renier, Fox News.
Yeah, so I'll leave out that one, but I have got another one to play you. Just bear with me a minute. I think this where did we get the picture of the little girls on this one? I thought, was that Elise? Taylor Rose Willis.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have another mark card come up.
Oh, that was 6 years ago. Right. So let me play this next one for you then. I thought I would have had a picture of her, but the one I did was 5 years ago. So let's share this.
Today with breaking news, an Amber Alert has been issued for a missing 5-year-old girl. Police say someone stole a vehicle on New Hampshire Avenue in Afton around 8 a.m. with Elise Dawson inside. The vehicle was recovered blocks away at Matterford Gardens apartment complex, but the girl is still missing. Our Justina Coronel is live in Afton, where police just updated us on the case. Justina, what can you tell us at this time?
Holden, this is still a very active scene. I'm going to move out of the way because this is the first crime scene. You could see crime scene blocking the apartment complex, and the crime scene unit actually just drove off about 10 minutes or so. Now, we've learned this all started on the 8900 block of New Hampshire Avenue. Police were called here for a child abduction. Police say that's when 5-year-old Elise Dawson was living here with a guardian and actually moved here in the last few weeks. Now, they believe that guardian is a family relative. Shortly before 8 this morning, police say the guardian put the child in the car outside, went inside to grab something, and then they came back out and the car was gone. From there, police found that teal Jeep a few blocks from here.
Sounds very suspicious to me. Could be wrong.
Unclear still. And it's still unclear if the person in question is known to this little girl or if it was just a complete stranger. Elise Dawson is 2 feet tall, 6 inches, weighing 60 pounds. She was last seen wearing a pink Flower Power shirt with blue shorts and has 4 ponytails in her hair.
Because there is no photo of this child, what we need is the public's help. Anyone seeing anything suspicious, any child with these clothes on, anything that seems out of the ordinary, we really have no idea where this child is or who they are with at this time. So we need the public to call 911 if you see anything.
Like I said, guys, please share and like and get this video out everywhere. Facebook, Twitter, X it is called, Instagram, everywhere. We need to find this little girl.
Now, we know there are 2 crime scenes or detectives here and about a few blocks away. We know K9 units are involved and helicopters are as well, if you happen to see any helicopters in the air. But again, police are asking if you have any information to reach out and call 911. Reporting live, Justina Coronel, 5 on your side.
Yeah, so there's that one. Let me stop sharing that one. Don't think there's any more. That was 6 years ago. 16 hours. Dulce. No, it's, oh, what's this one? I got this one. It says abduction hoax. Police say child reported missing never existed. I said something on this bloody thing didn't add up. Right, bear with. Shh, quiet a minute. StreamYard, I need to share these things. I thought when I saw the first one last night, it didn't add up.
Is out to be a hoax, and police say the 2 women responsible are now charged with making a false report.
Police say it wasn't just the abduction that was made up, but also the girl who they claimed was kidnapped. Fox News' Chris Hayes was there for the search, and then this big bombshell announcement.
So that's why there was never no photos issued with the Amber Alert.
Announcement that this was fake.
A disturbing report to make up, and one that had our newsroom gasping when one of the updates seemed to indicate this would not end quickly. It began in Afton in the back of an apartment building on New Hampshire Avenue, just off Gravois Road and near Tesson Ferry. A woman reported her car was stolen with a 5-year-old relative inside. Reports became more frightening when police reported finding the vehicle she said was stolen, but without the girl. An Amber Alert went out with a description of this supposed missing child. An officer spent hours canvassing neighborhoods and flying overhead in a helicopter. Then, about 5 hours after it began,
what a waste of police resources and money to go into this. I hope the person that reported her missing really gets some jail sentence.
St. Louis County Police announced they determined 2 women lied about a child police say does not exist, and that it took a tremendous amount of resources to find this out. Here's Lieutenant Colonel Jerry Lohr.
First and foremost, to locate a child if there was one abducted, but then to dispel this. The individuals that made this 911 call will be charged. We will charge them and apply for warrants for filing a false police report. And I'd also like to take a moment to those that have had a child abducted. Obviously, this re-traumatizes them.
The lieutenant colonel said there was, in fact, really a stolen car, and they are still looking for that suspect. However, you can imagine all the efforts were into finding this made-up child. And again, 2 women have been charged with concocting this story.
One of the most interesting parts of all of this was that we were waiting for a picture this entire time. And that seemed to be maybe letting police on to know that something was up.
Clearly a hint. And then they started asking relatives about who this is. And then it got back to them that who is this person?
As investigators, have they been able to figure out what the motive is? I mean, why would they do this?
I asked that question of the lieutenant colonel, and he said he does not know. He doesn't know. He said that maybe it was panic. Maybe they wanted quicker attention to the stolen car, but we don't know motive at this time.
So the stolen car, I mean, that was a real legitimate crime. Someone stole their vehicle.
Yeah. And I'd like to talk to that suspect. I mean, what does he think about the fact that he was tied to a potential abduction? I mean, not that stealing a car is not a big deal, but
that took it to another level.
It took it to another level.
Chris, thank you.
Yeah, so that's it, guys. I can't believe that it was a hoax. I really can't. I'll find my StreamYard, come back. I can't believe it's a hoax. Really can't. It's just one of those horrible stories, isn't it? Well, thank you for watching anyway. I do appreciate it. Bye for now.